And we are live in Dubai along the famous Sheikh Zayed Road. Amazing office space here. I have Zakar Waqas, I mean. And we're here at his office. He has a great launch coming up. It's Land merged with the Metaverse NFT space. So why don't you share a little? We're really excited to be here. Welcome on.
Thank you, David. So yes, my name is Waqas, and I'm the founder of Akar Chain. It's a real estate asset tokenization platform, which is now what we call as the first decentralized real estate NFT marketplace with a metaverse, and we have real world properties which are fractionalized by minting an NFT and then further fractionalizing the NFT into property shares, which are called as property share tokens. And anyone who buys a real world property share token is eligible for claiming a virtual land in the Akar Land metaverse as well. So that's the whole premise of the project.
Very nice. So I imagine they'll be able to do some of the things on the virtual land. Maybe if they have NFT art, they can store it in there on their virtual property.
Very much. So basically, what happens is when you actually claim the virtual land, the land itself has a lot of utility. The primary utility of the land is where it is used in our own P2E, play to earn mechanism, gamified approach that we have. So it's used in that, and then plus it will also be used on the gaming partners that we partner with, which are land exploration games that we will partner with. So this land can actually be used there, or on just primarily holding the land, you could actually develop the land by populating through the assets, NFT assets, and then monetize it. So you could build your farmhouse, you could build your structure, you could build, anything that is beyond imaginations in the metaverse. So and everything that you build on that land can be is actually built using NFTs. So this NFTs which you will use to populate the land will be available on our Akar Land NFT marketplace, and this is what we are launching tomorrow. So that's the NFT marketplace which goes live tomorrow.
Very nice. And you said it's on the Polygon chain?
Yes. So we are on the Polygon chain. Our NFTs are minted on the Polygon chain. Our primarily property tokens, NFTs are also minted on the Polygon chain, and the fractional tokens of the NFTs are also on the Polygon chain.
Very nice. So with play to earn, how far along is this process, and what kind of game could we look forward to seeing?
Okay, so we are very in early stages right now. We first launched our listing platform in Jitex last year. We did our token launch in January this year. We are doing our NFT marketplace in February, which is tomorrow. And then we're launching the Akar Land, which is the Jazeera one, which is the whole map with the plotting and the coordinates. Everything gets launched probably end of this month, most likely. And then we have partnerships with a lot of companies who have actually bought the land, and they will be displaying and they will be constructing some beautiful things on this land. So each partnerships comes along in the next month, and our P2E game eventually is slated for Q2 release. This game is a land exploration game where you'll be exploring land using your avatars and building it, and also at the same time opportunities of monetizing will be there in the game itself.
I mean, it's one of the best parts. Being a kid nowadays, you get to game and make money. So what land is being used to physically to represent the metaverse NFTs?
So the metaverse itself is an abstract land Now, what happens is that on this abstract land, we are mapping these real world properties that are available on our listing platform. So, on this abstract land, you will have certain blocks, certain grids which are allocated dedicated for the real world land. So, when you buy a real world property, and we divide the property into square footage. So the same equal amount of square footage is there on the abstract land as well. So if you're buying one share, which is like 1 square foot in the real world property, you're able to claim that much amount of land in the virtual land as well. And this land, then obviously when you get into the metaverse, the your imagination starts playing, and the square footage really doesn't matter. Then it's your imagination on what you could actually build or what you can actually populate with, and then start building it. But as a benefit of owning a real world property, you get dividends from the property, you're eligible for capital appreciation on the property, and at the same time you can stake that property and earn double your income in terms of the rewards.
Interesting. So, what's a smaller size purchase of the physical land, and what's a larger size purchase?
So there is no limit on the larger side. So if you want to purchase the whole property yourself, then yes, you are eligible to purchase the whole property as well, and you can actually stay in the property as well if you're the only owner of the property, or unless if you're looking at buying small stakes and small shares. So the minimum amount of investment is not in terms of value, it's in terms of area. So the minimum amount that you need to buy is 1 square foot. So that comes out to, depending upon the area of the apartment or the property that we are selling. So it could be anything between $150, $200 to $1,000 per square foot.
Yeah, very nice. So, is there any virtual tour that people are able to take?
Yes. So the virtual tour will be available the end of this month when we actually launch the Akar land. So that's when the virtual tour will be available, where people will be able to get a glimpse of what is there in store for the next couple of months in coming. And there will be multiple games also on the land. So like, there are not to break too much of information now before everything can come up,
Yeah.
but our partners who have actually bought the land, they're developing some wonderful games which are NFT based games on this particular land itself. So users will be able to explore and play not only an individual game, which is an Akar land game, but they'll have multiple options like sports games, thriller, adventure, real combat games as well.
Nice. So, someone goes on to the Polygon exchange, and they buy a piece of your property here, and then they're able to kind of build a metaverse right in that square foot. So you have a metaverse portal, you can dive in and open up the world.
So, I mean, this is all information. We're probably giving out a little more information than we're supposed to.
Okay.
But since you've already raised that topic, not to confuse our viewers in any aspect, in reality, yes. One correction is that not on the Polygon exchange, people will be able to buy the property on our platform,
Okay.
which is on the Akar chain. So they can go right now on akarchain.io and buy the real world property.
Correct.
But when they get the virtual land, so we've created a halo. So this halo teleports them from one parcel to another. So you can basically move from a medieval age to a futuristic zone through these halos, and these halos will be placed at different places on the land. So this is a little bit of sneak peek that we are giving out. But yes, this teleporting would be a little bit of an option available on the land. Yes.
Very cool. So how long have you guys been working on this project, and what inspired you to do it?
Okay, we've been working on this since last 2 years, and our major focus was actually the reason why we actually entered into this segment predominantly is because we faced a lot of problem in while acquiring properties cross border. and we saw a lot of problem area that, in the real estate industry right now, it's a highly regulated industry, and it's regulated in different jurisdictions in a different terms and different formats. So investment opportunities never came to us in our prime, when we started working and when we started earning money. We never got real good investment deals, and all investment deals were there with the institutional investors. And by the time we could build a credit line with a bank and be able to generate enough mortgage money to actually buy a property, the property prices what were there at that time and now have shot up to exorbitant rates. So now what we are giving is that people an early entry. So people who even students or early people who are starting just their work, who don't even have a credit line from a bank, can actually start investing with $150, $200, $500 a month, and start buying, dividend paying shares in the property. So by the time they reach an age of 30, 35, and they actually want a property, they would probably have enough stocks of property that could give them a living roof over their head.
Very nice. I love this concept. It's very forward thinking. And so people, when they do go to your chain, and do they technically own a piece, and so they stake it, and maybe someone comes and rents the land, and so now they can gain profit from this?
So, in terms of technicality, I mean, we're still very far away with the regulations, as you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still working with the regulators. We're still working in terms of seeing how seamless we could probably get this thing done. But at the same time, the technology is being so friendly in terms of giving us that opportunity. So what we do is the real world property documents are kept in a physical escrow, so that the investor's stake is controlled and safeguarded. And at the same time, NFT has now become a kind of a proof of ownership on a digital asset. So it's now in a decentralized structure. It actually gives you proof of ownership. Well, although in reality it's not there, but then yes, it's a sense of proof of ownership, and it's as true as buying any NFT on an OpenSea or any NFT on any other platform. So in reality, it's that much true, anyways.
Nice. So what was the first crypto that caught your attention?
Obviously, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So BTC is an all-time favorite for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So,
when was that?
so it was about 6 years back.
Okay.
So that's when approximately, I think that was the first or second crash that Bitcoin had seen, and that was when I predominantly actually got into the crypto space.
Very nice. And what were you doing before this?
So before this, I was I'm a first generation entrepreneur in my family. So I started off with as a banker, and I used to work for a bank. I'm a certified Islamic banker as well, and then there was this entrepreneurship bug that bit me at some point of time in my career, and I started off with ERP and CRM, developing this, and then slowly and steadily pivoting myself into emerging and technologies like blockchain, AI, ML, IoT, and that's how eventually came up into this space.
Yeah, very nice. It's such a big, growing entrepreneur of a community here in the United Arab Emirates, and it's really impressive what they're doing. The progress is very fast. If you have an idea and the people like it, they're ready to make moves. Yes. And that's what you guys are doing. This sounds like an awesome project that's going to help a lot of people. I wish you great luck on this. Is there a website, and how do people get involved?
So yes, there is a website, akarchain.io. So Akar is AQAR, then chain for the chain. So the name actually symbolizes Akar in Arabic means real estate. So that's how you have real estate and chain from the blockchain. So that's how Akar chain actually the name came in. So it's akarchain.io. That's our platform. People can go in, they'll get a lot of information. Our social channels are available. They can come into our Telegram community, Twitter, and Discord, and then they can get as much information.
Nice.
as
And what
possible.
time is this going live?
So it goes live tomorrow at 1800 UTC time.
Okay.
So that's when the NFT Marketplace goes live.
Very nice. Waqas, thank you so much for coming on. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for giving your time.
Absolutely. So you guys heard it. Go get it live 1800 UTC time. All right. We'll see you soon.